Later, we'll travel around Britain to find out what formed ham really is.
Always looks the least attractive part of making a ham.
Oh, I don't know. But first, what is that wax on our lemons?
How can I help you?
Hi there. I was in the store the other day. I picked up some lemons.
And they're really shiny.
And I think they're waxed lemons. What type of wax is it?
I've got someone here who does do a bit of cooking and that. I'll see if they know anything.
I'll just bear with me a second. I'll just double check there. I don't know what the purpose of it is for. I don't know if it maybe conceals the taste of them or something like that.
Do you know exactly what the wax is?
It's not telling me what kind of wax is used. I mean, it's definitely an edible wax.
Do you eat many lemons yourself?
No, I don't. I wouldn't even know where to begin with them, to be honest.
You don't like them?
No.
All the wax?
I don't like anything about them.
You don't like anything?
No, not about the lemons.
So the consumer helplines don't really seem to know much about lemon wax. To find out more, Kate and I are heading to eastern Spain. Now, lemons love the sun, which is why Spain is such a good producer of these citrus fruits. And whilst I'm in Valencia, Kate is in the lemon growing region of Murcia. Spanish handbooks at the ready.
Hola.
Hola.
Buenos días. Is this your lemon grove?
Sí, sí, este es mi campo de limones.
When I buy a lemon in the shop in England, it's kind of shiny and it has a wax on it. You wax them in the field?
No, eso, el brillante se le da en los almacenes. Aquí en el campo no le damos el brillo al limón. Está como nace, como está en la naturaleza. El brillo se da en los almacenes. Aquí no damos tratamiento ninguno al limón.
Do you know what the wax is?
No la conozco.
To find out more about this wax, Kate is following these lemons to the factory, whilst I'm 160 miles north in Valencia, hoping to get a look at how they actually make the wax.
Hola, señorita. I'm here to see a man about some lemons.
Ellis.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
So you make fruit wax here?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
and you're going to show me around the factory?
Yes, of course.
Brilliant, that would be marvellous. Where do we go? What do we need to do?
This way.
Through
please.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, off to you.
Follow me. Thank you.
Please. Impressive.
It really is like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but for lemons. So, Thomas, what is happening on these conveyor belts here? Because I'm just watching them and they come down and then they're popping off onto different conveyor belts.
They are grading by weight and by millimeter by electronic system, by the computer. The computer checks every single lemon.
You're very strict about your lemons.
Of course, I am very strict about my lemons. I'm very, very strict about that.
What's the main ingredient?
One of the main components of the waxes that we have is shellac.
Okay, what is shellac?
We are going to see shellac here. We can see
Oh, wow.
the flakes of shellac.
It looks a bit like sugar. And this is a natural product?
This is a natural product, yes.
So is this edible?
Well, this is a product that it's a food additive. That means that it's approved in the European Union and in many countries for being used on food. Maybe, for instance, it's used in our sector for waxes for citrus fruits, but also it's used in confectionery and also in pharmaceuticals.
So one of the key ingredients in wax is something called shellac. But is there anything else that goes into it? Elias introduces me to head chemist Ernesto.
Okay. He's really an expert, the more expert people in Spain in wax formulation.
Really? So you're a chemist?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, this is brilliant because this is not what I expected.
Yeah.
This, the smell is quite pungent, isn't it? You need the windows open.
It smells ammonia. Ammonia is the alkaline that we use.
If you take a big breath, you know about it, don't you?
So it's ammonia that makes the shellac water soluble. This lets it be applied to the lemons more easily.
What's the next additive?
For citrus, we can use the polyethylene.
So this is for the lemons?
This is for, yeah.
So what's
possible,
this?
It's possible for lemons, yes. It's possible for lemons.
And this is natural?
No. This is a synthetic. This is polyethylene wax. It's like a plastic.
Okay. It is. It's very, very waxy.
Yeah.
Polyethylene helps the wax from breaking up, but is not in all fruit waxes. Producers are continually trying to develop the most effective wax, and there are many varieties. Shellac, however, is used because it's edible, very durable, and exceptional at preventing moisture loss. And it gives a great shine.
So this wax is edible. You can eat this wax.
Yes, of course.
Can I try it? Whoop.
Don't eat too much. Don't hide any flavor, no?
Oh, it's got flavour.
Yes.
I mean, why do they have waxed and unwaxed lemons?
Ooh, I'm just going through one here. It's giving me all leg waxing.
Would it be the same sort of wax that they use for your legs, or?
No.
No, so it's not for hair removal or anything?
Oh, no.
They don't start off like kiwi fruits?
No.
I'd like to know how much of this wax is actually used in our lemons. James and Martin are experimenting in their kitchen with our food scientist, Rachel.
There's something almost that in those kind of little craters there. Can you see? I wonder whether that's the wax.
Is the thickness of the wax around about 1 millimetre?
No, I doubt it'd be that thick. I think we're talking kind of more in the league of kind of microns. Just to put it in context, cling film is about kind of 10 microns in terms of thickness, so that's obviously extremely thin. And human hair, up to quite a kind of thick hair, can go up to about 300 microns. So, I mean, we are talking incredibly, incredibly thin.
The best way to see the wax is to melt it off. And one way of doing this is to use boiling water.
There seems to be a bit of a sheen on top of the water.
Could that be the wax?
That is going to be the wax that's come off. You can just see floating on the surface here. Small quantity, I mean, it's not a lot.
A key part in many lemon waxes is shellac. Kate has travelled to Thailand to find out more about this clever ingredient.
Sawadika.
Afternoon, how are you?
Hello, good to meet you. I'm on a little bit of a mission. What is shellac and where does it come from?
Yeah, I would like to answer you everything that you have doubt, okay? Maybe
Shellac pickers, like these, harvest the raw material from the Thai jungle.
It specified tree of the shellac.
What kind of tree is it?
This tree, its name Shamcha in Thai.
Shamsha.
Yeah, but I cannot translate it in English.
Okay. So, what are all the workers doing now? We've got off the truck and they've gone and dispersed.
We are searching for the tree for shellac.
They're looking for shellac in the tree.
Looking. Yeah. เจอไหมตัวนี้?
Ah, he's got one. Whoa.
Okay.
You're very bravo. You just stood there.
Don't worry.
I just saw it coming. I thought I'd better run. This is shellac.
That is shellac.
And what is on here? What are these knobbly bits?
It's the insect nets.
So the insect nests. Oh.
And they will protect their baby.
There are babies in here.
Yeah, the baby is in here, and baby will
Can we
suck
see?
and drink the water from the tree. Okay, I will show you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
That how to see the baby, we can see is by microscope.
It's so tiny, you've got to see it through a microscope.
These insects are known as lac beetles, and Kate is getting a chance to see some of them up close.
There's absolutely thousands. If we look at the microscope there, just on the plate.
Yeah. The shining product, we make it from pee or waste from the beetles.
So that's from the waste of the beetles?
Yeah.
When on the trees, the female lac beetles excrete their waste onto the branches to make a hard protective nest. It's this nest, with alive and dead beetles in it, which the pickers scrape off to make shellac.
So it's actually beetle pee and waste that is used to wax a lemon. Totally bizarre.
I've got 2 cuts in my hand. You're going to squeeze the lemon juice from waxed and unwaxed into these cuts to determine which lemon is juiciest and how much it's going to hurt me.
In the name of science.
In the name of science.
Which one hurts the most?
The waxed!
So that's conclusive proof the wax coating of a lemon actually enhances the freshness and the sting.
Science!
Good afternoon. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I brought some of your Wiltshire ham, and you said it's formed ham. Can you tell me what that is, please?
I will be perfectly honest with you. It's not something that I've ever heard of.
Oh, really?
Are you okay to hold the line for me? I'll see if there's anybody here in the office that can give you the answer.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Is formed ham, it is from a pig though?
Well, of course, yeah.
It's definitely pig meat.
Yeah, well, they're not allowed to actually put anything on the packaging that isn't true. So, ham does come from a pig, doesn't it? When you get ham off the bone, it comes off in one slice.
Okay.
When it's formed ham, it means it hasn't come off in one slice, it's come from different cuts.
So does that mean there's sort of lots of pigs in my ham, do you think?
I don't know if it will have come from one animal or different animals, I'm afraid.
Do you know how they get it to that form?
I don't know. It's not something that we here in the office would know, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'm intrigued by the helpline suggestion that formed ham is from different cuts. So which cuts could they possibly mean?
Do you think it's made with pig leg, pig head, pig offal, or a combination of these?
Probably a bit of everything.
I should say it's that, mostly.
You think it's the pig offal?
Yeah.
And why do you think that?
Because it looks mucky. I would hope that it was the leg, but I wouldn't know.
I would have thought it was probably a combination of them.
A combination.
I don't go much for that type of ham. I did have some lovely gammon yesterday, carved.
To find out what exactly goes into our formed ham, I'm heading to Kent to meet a man who processes tons of it every year. Vegetarians, look away now.
Good morning.
Alan.
That's me.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Nice to meet
You must be Matt.
I am Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, thanks very much for letting me in. I'd like to have a look around.
We
Learn
can
all
do
about
that.
ham, if that's all right.
We can do that
Yeah?
for you. No
Brilliant. Where do we
problem
go?
at all. Follow me,
Okay.
this way. Come in. Before we can go in, we'll need to get kitted out in some strange outfits and gear. So we're just going to ask you to stick a bit of sanitizer on as well.
And this, I was just looking at this. Is this the cure?
So yeah, for making ham, it's absolutely crucial. Every ham company will have their own cure.
I know you're not a kid. Do you know what any of these do in relation, or is it just?
Yeah, I know what they all do, but we'll be here all night and it'll bore you to tears.
All right, okay. So without giving away your recipe, because I suspect it's different to everyone else's.
Yeah.
It's brine to me is salt, sugar, spices, water.
Yeah, and the
Presumably yours
missing
is a little different.
The missing element there is the nitrite, saltpeter. That's the sort of mineral element from out of the ground. It's the main ingredient in gunpowder.
Which is curious. Is not what you expect.
No.
When you think of curing.
Yeah.
Portland.
But it's if you chuck saltpeter about or you throw it in water, it will go bang. So
Really?
it's quite a delicate thing.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Saltpeter is mainly used as a fertiliser and sometimes in fireworks. So why is this powerful mineral so important to the production of ham? Our food scientist Rachel might have some answers.
So basically, one of the things that the nitrite is very good at is actually preventing kind of the growth of this specific bacteria called Clostridium botulinum.
Never heard of that.
Well, it's actually it's one of the most dangerous bacteria that can lead to food poisoning, because what it does is actually produces this very potent neurotoxin that can actually be really, really dangerous. And that's why it's so important to have the nitrite in your mix, because obviously it's very important that you want to make sure none of this Clostridium botulinum is present in your final product.
Yeah, we don't really want to be messing with that, do we, Rachel? Now, most processed ham is now cured with this type of chemical mix in order to guarantee safety.
We're just trying to get some cure inside the beast. He's going to hook the meat in at this end.
Yeah.
So inside there, there's lots of needles.
Yeah.
You can see the needles coming up and down here. And then as the meat goes underneath, it applies the injection under pressure. And it will shoot out this way, so just watch out. So it's just a faster way of getting the brine inside the meat at almost a cellular level. Part of the injection process is to help to retain the water as well. The cooking process removes water from the meat. So the more water you can retain during that process, the more value you retain in your product.
Right,
so
you need that weight.
Yeah. Once they've been injected, they go two routes. So a farmhouse ham, a posh ham, if you like, will go sitting in a brine route. That takes longer, up to 72 hours to just sit in the brine, relax. The meat tenderises in that period. For the cheaper ham, where we're going to slice it, that'll go down the other route of massaging, where we're physically causing action with the product to make the brine go inside it. So having injected it, the product gets massaged. So, this always looks the least attractive part of making a ham.
Oh, I don't know.
What you're seeing there is the change of colour as we start to take up the brine and we start to cure the meat. These ones are 80% ham, so they're the lowest priced product, effectively. Here's one we prepared earlier. That massager there has got...
this is just the same...
That's the same stuff.
Okay. Has this had longer, or is that just because it's...
Yeah, this is now finished. Them ones are only just started, so we're, this is the end look, if you like. Some people call that meat glue.
Right.
As attractive as that is. So the guys here are recreating the ham as it was when we put it in there in the first place. So they take out the elements for each part of the ham to create a ham ready for slicing.
Right, and this is the formed
ham, yeah.
So,
the other point I should make here is that this brown leaf that he's putting in there adds honey flavour.
That adds honey flavour?
Yeah, and
oh, really?
gives it a roast effect.
Really?
So it's impregnated with glucose syrup and colourings.
It smells like smoky bacon crisps.
Yeah. It's sort of got a...
You are?
Don't taste it. No, it's a bit strong.
Can I... Go on,
You can if you want to.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit like licking an ashtray.
Is it? Oh, lovely.
But all this will get used. All goes.
Yeah. We try not to waste anything.
There we go.
Because with the ingredients there that cause that glue, they will glue it together during the cooking process. Glue it back together. We're putting together a leg. That may not be the same piece that started off on Buttercup. That might be Daisy's haunch bit, but effectively it's still the same leg.
Same leg, but just different animals.
Having been pressed into bags, these chunks of meat are then cooked, which glues it together. And then sliced into the familiar pieces of ham which we love to buy. It's this process which has allowed the ham industry to create a multitude of products for us to consume with a mind-boggling price range. To help us get to the bottom of what's what in the ham world, Martin has brought £50 worth of 3 different hams. Formed Wiltshire cured ham, ham off the bone, and a cheaper 80% pork, 20% water formed ham.
I would have expected that the ham on the bone would have been the most expensive ham, but in fact the Wiltshire cure formed ham was double the price of that. I'll start with the most expensive one.
First up, the Wiltshire cured formed ham. £2.33 per 100 grams.
Very meaty. The ham on the bone.
The ham straight off the bone, £1.17 per 100 grams.
Definitely has a nicer texture. Nice. And now for the cheaper formed ham.
The 80% pork, 20% water formed ham, 94 pence for 100 grams.
Of the 3, it's definitely the most juicy, a bit more water in it. The texture's not quite as nice, or the flavour of the ham on the bone. So they're all Very tasty hams. Two of them made the same way, but at a spectrum of prices.
Thanks, Martin, for that vivid illustration that not all formed hams are cheap. So why go through a big process to create a slice of meat?
Did you like it?
Yeah, I mean, tastes like ham to me.
Yeah.
You know?
We've created simply a faster process for making the medieval ham.
Yeah.
You know, it's still got sinew going through there, showing that it's the real product. And in our minds, you know, we're seeing a leg with the slices taken off of it. But in reality, of course, if you took a pig leg, you're never going to get that kind of uniform slice off of it.
Sure.
And for many people, if you tried to pack the product sliced off the leg, it would be alien and they wouldn't want to buy it.
Because
They'd think it was weird.
conditioned
we're conditioned
now
to seeing this.
To seeing this.
Yeah.
It's pork from the European Union and North America. They just get a few that was over their holiday and slam them in the packet as well. They're what they do in there.
Which do you like the taste of better?
Ham on the bone, formed ham. I think the only way to determine that is to eat a slice of them both at the same time.
So, which of the two hams do you prefer?
I prefer ham on the bone better.
The ham on the bone. Said very eloquently. Would you like to elaborate on that?